What's going on? What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we're here today. I got one person watching. That's probably just me. So we're going to fix that right quick. While the music play in the background. The inner game. The inner game must match the outer game. Let me get this a little back a little bit further. Show my shirt off. The inner game must match the outer game. This is Lawrence D. Adams. If you're watching, about to get it started. I seen somebody pop in and they popped out, so we about to get it started in a few minutes. A lot of notifications to come through. So I know what happens. You start, and then everybody come in, you got to repeat everything you said. But the inner game must match and the outer game must become one. Let me put this down right here. The inner game, put the mic up a little bit. The inner game and the outer game must become one. Wait for, there you go. What's going on? What's going on? I had people in, but I had the wrong intro and had to delete what's going on, man. Appreciate it, Golden Child. Today we're going to talk about it. I might have to cut the music. What's going on, man? What's going on? I am here. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. The inner game and the outer game must become one. So we are going to have a marriage ceremony tonight. A marriage ceremony tonight because the inner game and the outer game. Let me drop my light a little bit because it's sort of bright. There we go. Oh, no, that's too light. I'm gonna change them. There we go. The inner game and the outer game must become one. So we are about to perform a marriage ceremony tonight. Hope you guys are ready to do that. What's going on? Salute, salute. We about to do this tonight. I had the wrong intro, so I had to jump off, stop the live, and come back, delete that one because it was the wrong intro. But if you're ready to have a marriage ceremony tonight, we about to have a marriage ceremony tonight. A marriage ceremony, and you are invited because we're going to talk about the inner game and the outer game. That's right, the inner game. See, we got two components here. So we got some people who talk about the outer game, and then we have some people that talk about the inner game. But what happens is they never allow the two to become one. They never allow the two to become one. So I want to say, what's up? We about to have a marriage ceremony. We're going to say I do's tonight. We're going to connect the two tonight. So you're in the chat room. I see you right there loud and clear. This is Lawrence D. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Man, I am excited tonight. Let me get my drink over here. The marriage of tonight. It's better be a marriage tonight. Somebody about to get married. Somebody's about to get married tonight. So if you're watching this, let your friends, everybody know, because I'm just going to start off. So in many circles, I listen to everybody. Listen to a lot of people. I've been doing this for over 10 years. And what happens is we have a sector that teaches you the inner game, which I pretty much work on. Then we have another sector to teach you the outer game. So the inner game is your mental part of it, your confidence, your character, your standard, your purpose. Then we have another sector who teaches you when you go out and what to say to a woman. What about the number? How do you approach? How to do the text message, what you need to put in the text message. Those are outer game things. So what happens is, if you're lacking on one side or another, you're going to become unbalanced. So a lot of people need to know where they stand at. They might be good at the inner game. They get all the confidence in the world. They believe they can get any woman. They have all the factors in place, but they lack in their ability to execute what they know. They lack in their ability to execute the game that they know. So while we have other people who are out there doing everything, they talking, they're approaching, they're doing this, but they lack on one side because they don't have the mental capacity for the game that they're spitting. So the two must become one. The two must become one. Let me sit back some because I can sit back now. The two must become one. So we have, let me take this off. So we got the two must become one. So we have so many people enamored on one side and then or enamored on the other side. So they're out of balance. You see a lot of people out of balance and they're wondering why their game is not working. I'm telling you right, the reason why is the game is not working for you. What's going on? The real champion of the year, the real champion. I appreciate that. The reason why the game is not working because you're either unbalanced on some side of the game, either the inner side or the outer side. You need both of them to become one. So what you first must do, I'm gonna have to repeat all this because most people come in, what'd you say? I'm going to say, go back over it, but I'm just going to hit it right now. What you must do is do an assessment of where you are at when it comes to the game. Do I have the confidence? Do I have the mental capacity? I'm on my purpose? Am I doing the things that pertains to me? Do I put myself first? Do I put a woman first in my mind? But when I meet her in person, I switch up. So you got to realize you got to do a mental assessment. What side of the fence are you weak in? Are you weak on the inner side or are you weak on the outer side? Then you can say, how can these two become one? See, most people don't know where they're at when it comes to the game. So they listen to just one side. So they're like a person who's handicapped. One leg is stronger than the other one. What's going on? So one side, one leg is stronger than the other one. So you're strong on the inner game, but you're weak on the outer game. Or you're strong on the outer game, but you're weak on the inner game. So the two must become one. That's why we need to perform a marriage to get you to become one with the game. And remember, please understand this. This is the game is not told, it is sold. The game is not told, it is sold. That means you got to put your skin in it. You got to put in some work. You got to do what you need to do. But I'm here to tell you, hope you can hear me loud and clear. I'm here to tell you, you got to put in the work. So you need to do the mental side and you need to do the outer side. So many guys and so many people are all on the mental side. Show me how to mentally do that. How do I work with what's going on? Raising my mom. How do I get this? How do I do this on the mental side? I need to see myself, visualize myself talking and doing this. The game, remember the game. Let me define game over here. Game is just strategy. That's all it is. Game is just strategy. Don't get it on. How do I get women into all? No, game is strategy. And if I said, I can't say that term over here because they'll flag the channel. But if I use a certain color pill to say it that way, that certain color pill just means you are aware of reality. All this other stuff that people teach and all like that, I understand. But that certain color pill only means that you are aware of reality. So let's get that straight. So game is just strategy. So what happens is most people got the inner game. Most people got the outer game. They search how do I get 5 numbers in 10 days? Or how do I get her to text back? How do I get her to do this? Or how do I get this job? Or how do I move to this situation? They want the result part of it, but they have not did the mental work side of it. That means they have not visualized and they have not felt what it means. They have not got the confidence in that area. So the two must become one. The inner game and the outer game must become one. If this is making sense to you, everybody say put a 1. I want you to put a 5 in the chat room. If what I'm saying makes sense to you, put a 5 in the chat room. If what I'm saying makes sense, you need to do first an assessment. Where are you really when it comes to the game? Are you just on the mental side or are you on the outward side? Because if you're lacking on either side, your game is not going to work. I got 5. Okay. This making sense to you. Good. It's making sense. I got 5 on it. Right. So you got to understand, you must have both sides. See, we get, and it's no slight against anyone, but you got to realize you need both sides to work. You need the inner game and you need the outer game. So you need to find out, where are you deficient at? When you can answer that question honestly, you know what? I do put some action out there. I do things. I do try to talk to women, or I do this, but mentally, I don't feel like I'm right there, or I'm not connecting. Normally, what it means is your inter-conversation is not where it needs to be at. And you need to work on your internal. Now, if you got all the confidence in the world, you can believe you can fly, you can believe you can talk to 10,000 women, or you can get 10,000 jobs, or whatever the game, because game is just strategy. Then you need to work on outward. So we got a lot of people who get on YouTube and listen to everything that's everyone is saying. This strategy, this game, that game, this one, that one, black, white, China, whatever the case may be. But they never put to work what they learn. So you are lopsided in the game. You can listen to my lives. You can listen to everybody's lives. You can go to this one and that one. You can listen to everything. But until you put it to work, you are lopsided. You are lopsided. And we have a lot of people who are, let me say it right now, because I'm going to say it what it is. You are information junkies. You're looking for another hit. You're looking for another hit. You're looking for another hit. Why are you looking for another hit? Because you had never put to action what you first learned. Information junkie, game junkies. What's the next move? How do I get the 5s? How do I get the 10s? How do I get the 20s? Because you're information junkies. And what happens is you become gluttons. You become gluttons for the game. That means, or you become overly thirsty for the game. I gotta get it. Oh, more. I want more and more. And you become gluttons. You gotta hear the next thing, the next can't say that. The next golden pill that you gotta swallow. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. But you never put to action what you learn. You never put to action what you learn. You never put to action what you learn. You can listen to everything, and I'm not calling anybody's names out. I respect everybody that's on here. But if you never put in the work, if you never test it, guess what? You just information junkies. Can I get another hit? All right, let me look at this video. Let me get this audio. Let me listen to this. Let me do that. Let me listen to that, because you are information junkies. You are addicted to getting the information of the game and not the execution or the application of the game. So therefore you are lopsided. You're more focused on the inner side of it, and not the outer side. That's why there must be a marriage, and the two must become one. The two must become one. That is the problem. See, people don't want to hear this. You know why they don't want to hear this? Because they're comfortable just getting more information. You're comfortable. I just want to hear more game. I want to hear some about women doing this and men doing this. No, you're comfortable in hearing information, but you have not become comfortable in putting in the work. You have not come comfortable in putting in the work. Now we got people who are just out there putting in the work, but they don't know what they're doing because they don't have any information or inner game. You trying everything. You doing this, you doing that, and you wondering why it's not working. You talking to this one, you texting that one, you sending a picture here, you doing that, and you doing all these actions, but your actions don't add up to nothing because you don't have the two becoming one. Does this make sense to you? Do you understand what's happening? I want you to get to the next level. The next level is when you become one. When we have a marriage ceremony, when the two become one. When the inner game and the outer game becomes one. Now, if you still want to become be single in this, and what I mean single, that you just one side of you lopsided. You need to realize that you got to put in the work on both sides. Put a fire sign. Thank you, Golden Child. Put a fire sign if you need to hear this. because I normally don't talk about game that much. I've been talking about the inner stuff. But if you need to hear this, put a fire sign in there. Like, you know what? This makes sense to me. I understand what you're saying. I've been listening to every YouTuber that's out here. You even listen to me. I don't care. You listen to every YouTuber. You look and you scavenge the internet for information, but you have not put any action to what you have learned. It's only when you put in the work. Then some people put it in so much work, they don't even know what they're doing because they don't have knowledge. That is the problem. They don't have knowledge. They don't have knowledge. So you need the two to become one. So put that in the chat room. I need the two to become one. I need the two to become one. I need the two to become one. See, iron sharpen iron. That's right. I need the two to become one. I need my inner game and my outer game to become one, to become a marriage. Good. What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, brothers. Good. What's going on? I need the two to become one. I need my inner game and my outer game to become one. We need to have a marriage ceremony tonight. You need to become one with your game. Game just means strategy, how you do things. And that is the problem. You have not become one. So you're incongruent. Let me use that word. You're incongruent. And when you incongruent, people, for men that are in here, women can tell when you are incongruent and what you're doing. They know when you're incongruent because you may be saying one thing, but you don't believe what you say. You don't. So you're incongruent. You're not in oneness with yourself. People can know when you're not in oneness with yourself because you're just talking the talk, but you don't believe the talk that you're saying because you know why? You don't do your inner game, or you might do on the flip side. So the two must become one. The two must become one. The two must become one. So how do you get the two to become one? I said this before. I got 10 people watching. The way you get it to become one, you need to take a real honest assessment of your life. You need to take a real honest assessment of your life. Where am I lacking in the game? Game meaning strategy. Game meaning in my life or whatever is going on. Where am I lacking for real? Stop all the pretending like you got it all together, because none of us got it all together. It's when you're completely honest with yourself. Do I need to pull out my book? Let's pull out my book, because you made me pull out my book now. So I'm going to pull out my book. My book says something quite interesting. Let me plug my phone up so it don't go there. But in my book, it says something. Yes, this book I wrote. You say, I can't find your book. I know, because it's only for those who are ready for it. So I have to make sure it's only for those who are ready. But in my book, The Secret Invisible Crown, I said something in here. Now, this ain't the Secret Invisible. This is the golden. This is this one right here. Let's go to this first thing, because you need to get this. So, Luke, what's going on? Alfie? Honesty with yourself. That's what it says in the first chapter. Honesty with yourself. I want to look on the backside. It says, be honest with yourself first, because everything else is just an illusion. So you need to make a real, I've been an author for years. You need to do a real assessment. Where am I lacking in the game? Where am I lacking in the game? Am I really got the inner game together? And I need to work on my outer game. Or I got the outer game together, but my inner game is lacking. You need to do a real assessment of where you are at. Where are you at in the game? Because remember, no matter what, the game is not told as what? Sold. So a lot of people are trying to give you the game for free, but understand that phraseology that was from the streets. The game is not told, it's sold. What does that mean for real? What does that mean that is sold? That means there's a price you have to pay for the game that you have in your life. Nothing in life is free. The moment you realize something is life and for free, that is the problem. People want the information, but they don't want to pay the price. People want this information, but they don't want to pay the price for it. How do you pay the price for it, LDA? How do you pay the price for the game? How do you pay the price for the game? You pay the price for the game by putting in the work. You pay the price for the game when you put in the work. Some people don't want to put in the work. That's the reason why their game is not working. That's why they don't have a marriage ceremony right now, because the game, the inner game and the outer game have not become one. The game is not sold. The game is not told. It's sold. That means somebody can't just tell you this. It's when you have life experience. That's what's missing. That's the reason why some of you guys are you're lopsided in the game, because you listen to every video. You listen to everybody. You got your favorite, but you're not doing any work. So the game is not told to you, because you have not been sold on it. You have not put in the work. You have to put in the work. People want it bad, but they don't want to put in the work. I don't care what age. I know what age group in my demographic is listening to this. We say, I'm just starting. I'm in my 20s, 18s, whatever the case may be. Put in the work. Get your mind together. Well, I know I've been divorced and I'm getting back out there. Get out there, recalibrate yourself, and get out there and get in the work. You have to do something. I told my sons this, no one's going to give you anything. You got to get it yourself. Now, you're going to either sit back and bellyache about women, or the women bellyaching about men and crying about how they ain't fair, what they going to do. You can do that all day, or you can put in the work and get the person that you want and you feel you deserve. The problem is, on the inner game, most people don't believe they deserve the person that they should have. You think you want an 8, but you don't believe you deserve an 8. You think you want an 8, but you don't believe you can deserve the 8, and then you don't have the information to maintain an 8. Man, I need to chill tonight, man. I'm telling you, you got to understand it. The two must become one. If you're in this, y'all better put the I hate saying the fire sign, because everybody put in the right. Yeah, look what Alfie said. Get your ex back, volume 73. Right. How many times you gonna say that? Get out of here with that. You can bellyache about women, and women come bellyaching about men. Come on, get off of that. Either you get yourself together. You got to do what I was going to name this video was introduction to your new self. But the reality of it is, until your inner game gets together, your mental get together, then you begin to attract and draw to you a different quality of woman. That's what the issue is, or men, or the woman trying to get a different quality of man. So the inner game and the outer game must become one. What are you doing? What are you doing? The inner game and the outer game must become one. LDA, yes, I'm glad you asked. LDA, yes, I'm glad you asked. How do I begin them to become one? The first thing I said, you got to do a serious assessment. The next thing you must do, once you do an assessment, you need to monitor. Oh my God. Women ain't nothing, church preacher voice. Right. Women ain't nothing. I can't do without them. They ain't right. They ain't doing no good. They gonna take your money. They gonna take your car. They gonna take you to the washer and take you to the cleaner. Why? Because they all focus on the wrong thing. See that inner game? You think women are going to do you wrong. And what happened is you're going to attract women who are going to do you wrong. But you need game to recognize, pay attention, because I'm teaching on another level. You need game to recognize if you're dealing with a woman who's not in your best interest. You need to recognize, and for the women, for the man that you realize is not for your best interest. That's game. That is game. See, that's the problem. So that's when the inner game come in. Have you vetted the person that you said you want to be with or that you're interested in? Inner game. Outer game, when you deal with them, you know, this ain't gonna work for me, because you go back to what? What did I write in the book? I wrote honesty with yourself. You must be honest with yourself first. You got to be honest with you got to be honest with yourself first. Nobody's teaching this level, man. They ain't teaching you this level. They only teaching one side or the other side. That side or that side. You need the two to become one. But you constantly belly aching about women, and you listen to content that's constantly belly aching and complaining about women. Yes, you need to know about women, female nature, and women need to know about male nature. Yes, you need to understand it, but not in a place of hurt, but understanding how it works. There is a difference. Just because I understand female nature doesn't mean I complain about female nature. Pay attention. Just because I understand female nature doesn't mean I complain about female nature. Same thing with women. Just because you understand the male's nature doesn't mean you need to go around and complain all men are dogs. They're gonna do you over. They're gonna just have sex with you and leave you. They ain't gonna treat you right. No. What happens is you're feeding the wrong thing in you. And what is the greatest way to poison somebody? The greatest way to poison somebody is through their food. And since we're not talking about actual food, we're talking about mental food. So you need to think about, what mental food are you listening to? That is the reason why you're not having the outer game work with you, because your inner game, you're feeding on junk. You feed it on junk. You're feeding on junk. You're feeding on things that are not going to take you to the next level. You need to do a fast. You need to do a detox, a mental cleanse of your mind from this junk. You need to do a detox. We always talk about a detox for the body and all like that. No, you need to do a mental detox right now. A detox of all the garbage that you heard, hurt and pain. You need to do a detox. A detox. What have you heard about the opposite sex? Is it correct, or is just your hurt feelings that are coming through? You need to do a mental detox from that mess. Because what happens is, you're not careful, you begin to poison. They don't have game because they claim fake IT girls for themselves. Okay, great. Right, because why would a person, if you have the inner game and the outer game, why would you claim a fake IG model as your girl? That means your inner game is not correct. That is a problem. So what are you feeding on? Who are you listening to? What are they really telling you? That is the reason why you're having the results in your life. But see, listen, when I wanted to go to the next level in a particular thing I wanted to learn, I went to a mentor that was a millionaire. Why would I go to Jaquan or Ted, who lives around the corner in my same neighborhood, to teach me how to be a millionaire? Why would I do that? Their inner game is different from my inner game. That's why their outer game has a different result. Pay attention to what I said. You need to get around people at the level that you want to be at, not at the level that you are at. When I wanted to be around, understand millions and how to do systems, I went around and got mentored by a millionaire. I watched his systems. I watched what he did. Why? Because I realized where I was not working. Why? It wasn't what he was doing was the factor. It was his mental game was the factor. The two became one. Because his mental game was intact, he now was able to work the outer game with finesse and smooth. Why? Why? Do you understand what I'm really telling you? I'm giving you the cheat code to how this really works. When I wanted to understand it, I went to a millionaire. I studied under him, lived in the same house with his family. Why? I wanted to understand his inner game. I wanted to understand the inner game. Why did I want to understand the inner game? Because I wanted to affect my outer game so that my two can become one and I am congruent in my game. If this is making sense to you, if this is resonating with you, you need to put a number 5 in the chat room. Put another 5 in there. We got 12 people watching. Get the likes up. You need to, if you hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, get this going. I'm giving you stuff that you're not going to hear anywhere. I should be charging you for this. Be honest with you. Put that 5 in the chat room. If this resonates with you, when you understand what I'm telling you, your inner game and your outer game must become one. Your inner game and your outer game must become one. Got 11 people, and we only got 3 people three people who are going to write 5 in the chat room. Come on. How y'all going to do me like that? I expect more from you. All you got to do is type 5. Because when you type it, you are connecting to what I'm saying. Because ain't nobody going to tell you this. No one's going to tell you this. All they're going to tell you is this side of the game and that side of the game. I'm telling you the truth. The game is not told, it's sold. Thank you. You're waking up. You're connected to what I'm saying. So you need to really examine where you are at in the game. Secret Watchers, what's up? Right. Yo, I see you, Jason. What's going on? I see you, Josh. This is what it is. You can listen to everybody and their mama and their cousin. But if the problem is, if you do not apply what you learn, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time because you're not putting any action to what you're doing. You got to fail forward, not fail backwards. It's only when you fail at what you're learning that you become proficient at it. You think I became proficient at talking like this overnight? No, I had to put in the work just like you do. You got to put in the work. You need to be around people. You need to be around people who are going to push you out of your comfort zone. Some of y'all are just stuck in your minds night and day. This podcast, that podcast, this podcast, that podcast, this live and that live and this one. I want to hear this one. And you're getting more knowledge and you get more fat. And I mean out of shape because you ain't apply what you learn. You out of shape, you're sagging, and you lazy. I'm calling you what it is. You made me want to pull out my New York card, but I ain't gonna pull it out. But you're lacking. Why are you lacking? Because you ain't doing nothing what you're learning. Every day I'm trying to learn something new and apply it. I got this new little pop-up thing I got on my back of my phone, so I can do a QR code anytime and pass my information on. I'm learning every day. Inner game and outer game must match. If I want to make 6 figures, what do I need to do? What actions do I need to take? First, I got to get my mental together because listen to what I'm about to tell you. Listen, you can get to 6 figures and lose it in a day. Why? Because your mental side has not accepted that you deserve to have 6 figures. You can find the girl of your dreams. She can look like a movie star. She gives you everything. She's submissive. She's compliant. She does everything. She listens to you. She encourages you. She does everything for you. She's in your life. But guess what? If you're mentally not feeling or thinking that you deserve her, you will run her away because you will sabotage. The two must become one. You will mentally run her away, but you're thinking on one side, just the girl of my dream. This is what I wanted. She's everything. She cooks, she cleans, she does everything for me. I love her. She loves, but you're running her away because mentally you don't believe that you deserve to have something of that caliber. You know why? You know why? Because you don't feel you deserve it. The same thing with money. Same with a job. That's why I say game is just strategy. Game is just all extra terms or whatever else, and that certain color pill. It's just mean you are aware of what's going on. Because I can't use that term on here anymore. Can't use it on here anymore. So that's the problem. There was an individual. Pay attention. There was an individual who were offered a lot of money, and he thought about it. And he thought about it, and he turned the money down. Why did he turn the money down? Because he knew he was not mentally ready or had the capacity to handle that amount of money. It's the same thing you do who are watching when it comes to women, or the women that are watching when it comes to men. You have found the one. Your eyes, your heart beats out of your chest. They do everything you want to do sexually. They cook your favorite meal. Your mama even likes them. You like them. You can't think about them night and day. But if you don't feel or think that you deserve any better, you're going to settle. And that is the problem with some people. They're settling for low-hanging fruit because their inner game is out of sync of what they think their outer game is. So they are a legend in their own minds. They are a legend in their own minds. They think they're on the top of the mountain, but reality, their game is small because their inner game is not right there. What time is it? Oh, I got a couple more minutes. Got 10 people watching. Don't matter to me. I'm shooting a gift. You got to understand this. You need the inner game and the outer game to become one. To become one. Now I'm looking for someone on YouTube. Let's see if we can get it to come up. Because I want you to get this. I want you to get this. You got to get the two to become one. Thank you. Appreciate that. But we're going to do something. I know people don't. What are you doing? You crazy, LDA. But I want you to get this. Uh-oh. Let's see. We got him. I think we're ready for it. I think we're ready for it. I think we got the right song. Let's see if we can get it to play without the commercials. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta wait till the commercials go up. But I want you to get this song. I want you to get it. You see if we can get it to play. That's not it yet. Okay, we got to get to a commercial to go back. But I want you to get this. If you can get this, you're ready to go. Oh, this is not it. This is not it. Let me do this. I got to do it this. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We found the right song. We found the right song. Y'all ready for the right song? Okay, one second. One second. I'm gonna do it. I see you, Alpha. Uh-oh, we about to do it. All right, y'all ready for the game? You're ready for this? We're gonna do a screen share. I'll make sure I got nothing up on my screen. I don't need y'all to see. Yeah. Let's get this going. So we're gonna do screen share. Screen share the best in the computer. Okay. That's good. Okay, we're gonna share screen. Okay, there we go. Share screen. Okay, there we go. Share. Now, y'all ready? This is what we're gonna do. I hope you can hear it. Let's get this going. I don't hear it though. I don't know why I don't hear it. There we go. Here we go. I don't like the way this sounds. Can you hear it? Here we go. These people, I don't know. I can't hear it. I don't hear a doggone thing. Let me see what's playing on this end. Okay, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna stop the screen share because I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, I know why I didn't play. I know why I didn't play. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Can you hear it? Let me know. You must allow the game, the inner game and the outer game, to become one. You must allow the inner game. So there must be a marriage between the two. The inner game and the outer game must become one. Do you see what I'm telling you? I'm trying to show you something. If we can do this symbolically, where you take your inner game, the inner game, take the outer game to be my lawfully wedded game. Yes, I do. Do you, the outer game, take the inner game to be as your one and only, for to death do you part? Yes, I do. Today, I want you to make the inner and the outer game to become one. Now that you got that, I want you to take your inner game. If you're driving over to the case me, I don't want you to see people didn't drop it because they didn't get it. It was all symbolic. I want you to take your inner game. That ought to be your left hand. Take your, and on the screen is different, I know. And take your outer game. And what I want you to do is, I want you to make them, bring them together and make them one. I take my inner game and I take my outer game and I make them one. I take my inner game and I take my outer game and I make them one. When you make a decision to become congruent on the inside, mentally, spiritually, and physically, and with your actions, your game will change to the next level. Your inner game and your outer game has now become one. Now, this is the time right now. I'm gonna cut it short. When I play this music, you know what that means. I'm about to do it. So this is it. If you have any questions on what I'm talking about or what I shared, this is your time. Now I'm going to put the link inside of the inside of the chat. You can beam up talk crazy, anything like that, you're out of here. Gone. Please understand the rules. This is my platform that I rent away to YouTube. So you have any questions about the inner game and the outer game becoming one, this is your opportunity to ask questions or to beam up, or how you, this is really what you needed to hear. So I'm about to start the music. You know when the music starts, I'm about to cut it. So some of y'all need to work in your inner outer game of stepping out of your stepping out of your comfort zone and actually beam up, or even say ask a question. Because no question, well, I don't want to say no question. Some questions are not appropriate, but the question that pertains to this is appropriate. So if you're listening to this, it's a perfect time to ask questions, perfect time to beam up, because I'm going to cut it in a few minutes. So you know what it means? I see nobody saying that. I guess I'm gonna get the music. I played the wrong music at the beginning of the other one, so I'm about to start the music. I might have to play my trap music. I might have to do that instead. Yo, so just a good time to ask questions. You can beam up, ask questions on what we're talking about. You talk about anything else, we're not going there. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the 1, 2, giving you what it really is. So you got any questions? This is your opportunity to ask questions. Don't just hear this. The best way you can get the inner game and the outer game to become one, you need to ask questions. You need to ask questions. This is the perfect time to ask questions on what we're talking about. The music about to pop up. You know what I mean? Start playing this music. That's it. You ain't gonna find this music anywhere else. Got any questions? It's the perfect time to ask questions. Hit the link. I just gave a link. Inner game, outer game must become one. It's funny, everybody frees up when it's time to get to talking. Any questions? It's perfect time to ask questions. You don't have to cam up. Nobody got any questions? Funny, everybody frees up when it comes to this part. No questions. All you gotta do is hit the link. It's crazy. I didn't say all that. Nobody got no questions about what we're talking about. What I want to thank those. There you go. You got a question? Ask a question about the inner game and the outer game becoming one. It's perfect time to ask questions. I got something on me? No, I got nothing on me. But the inner game and outer game becoming one. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. Got any questions on this? You can beam up. I need to get that telephone number back so you can call in. I'm working on that again. So you can call in and say, hey, this is what it is. I got a question about that. All right, I'm about to pull the plug. Once I turn this camera off, you got any questions? I gave a link right there. Hit the link. You can come up. It's funny, people will watch, but they ain't gonna talk. Inner game and the outer game must become one. I'm not giving a whole bunch. Some stuff got to be behind the scenes. So I'm giving you an opportunity. Hit that link. I'm gonna put it in again. Hit that link right there. Everybody got quiet in the chat room. Everybody didn't come quiet in the chat room on a Thursday night. But I got some things coming up in the future, some new guests coming on, working on that now. Thank you for Alfie, everybody that's been there, and Alina, Golden Child, everyone for coming through. Josh, Jason, you got any questions? The perfect time to ask. It's the perfect time to ask. Maybe I need to put on something more a little. Maybe this ain't doing it for you. Definitely, you can ask a question about what we were talking about. If you late, I don't know what you were talking about. You got any questions on the inner game and the outer game? This is your opportunity to ask that question. Thank you. Somebody just tuned in. Didn't know the commentary, but I do sub your channel. I appreciate that. V Jeff. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So pretty much we talk about the inner game and the outer game must become one. And when they become one, you become congruent in your game. Game doesn't simply means strategy. And when you have strategy, you know how to move in any endeavor that you're doing, not just women, but in life. So you need game for every area of your life, strategy. The other side of it is most people are either out lopsided. They got all the game on the mental side, but they're lacking on the outward side. That means they have no action, or they got all the action in the world, but their inner world, their inner action, their inner confidence and who they are and what they believe they are doesn't match their action. So they're incongruent. So we want you to become congruent. We want you to become married in this, become married as one, congruent when it comes to the game. The game is not told, it's sold. That means you got to put in the work for it to work for you. That means you got to have experience behind what you're saying. That means you got to put forth action. You got to do some work. That's what I was talking about. And if you don't put any work on both, there we go. The game is not going to work for you. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? Y'all, man,
not much.
Man, I don't like that. Cats be so jiggy in the chat, and then when they can come on, they don't want to do it. And I don't even mean in a bad way, but I'm even talking about in a bad way too. When you get slick, and then you can actually get slick live, you should take the opportunity for that.
Don't understand it. Don't understand it, man.
When you book a consultation, you got to pay for the same conversation that you might have had now.
Right.
I'm looking too cool for school. Let me sit up. Oh, shit. There we go. Now, who want to say something now?
I don't understand it, man. Here, you got an opportunity to actually get years of experience, live experience with inner game and outer game. And guess what? Nobody want to beam up. I'm giving you the opportunity to beam up and to talk and to ask questions. You don't even got to show your face. But we understand. Secret watchers. Maybe I can't play that song. I wish I could have Secret Lovers, but I can't play it because I get flagged.
Secret Lovers.
That's who we are. But this the thing. The two must become one. So because I know you've seen it, Alfie. You've seen the people got all the game in the world. I can do this, I can do that, but their mental don't match up to what they're saying.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Most of the time they can't do none of it either.
I know. That's the sad part. Or they got all this mental game. Man, I can do this. I'm good at this. And then when they get out there in the real world, they fall flat on their face because what they were saying don't match up to what they were saying don't match up to their actions. So the two must become one. The two must become.
Let's click the link. He got a question. Why don't you click the link, bro? And then just come up here just how I just did. The same
somebody asked me, yeah, I put the link in there again.
The same one. You see how I came up here? Then you can come up here.
They're missing out. I'm telling
you, bro.
Say that again.
I say you had a good show.
Yeah, I'm about to cut it, man. I'm about to go to bed. I got work to do in the morning. See what I'm talking about? You got work to do. What will be my first step if I got little game? Okay, let's put what you're saying. Thank you. What would be my first step if I got little game? However, I want to take it up to the next level. Very good question. You didn't hear this because you came in later. The first thing you must do is assess where are you in the game. Are you on the what did I say? Are you on, you got all this internal game, or are you in the outer game? You need to do an assessment.
Moto Power, beam up. We got Moto Power. You flaked on me, man. I cried that night. Beam up, Moto Power.
Well, I'm just going
round this bitch.
Just beam up. Come on, bro. There you're wrong. The two must become one. So with the first step you must do is do an assessment of where you are in the game. The second thing you must do, he must about to do something. The second thing you must do is, oh, this song immediately come on. The two must become one.
Hey Lawrence, when you gonna give me that beat, bro, so I can play it? You know the one I'm talking about. Doom, 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 doom. It's your beat.
I don't know. What you got me? I think what beat that is, man. You got me thinking.
It's the beat that you played when you first came out with the Invisible Crown.
Oh wow, man! I gotta see what it is. It's a fast beat.
Doom, doom. It's like a jazz beat.
That's not it, is it? No, that's not it.
No, it's slow. It's down, down.
Oh, I know, it's a lion beat. That's what it is. I think it might be the lion. I think that. You got me tripping. I don't know. It's not this.
All you gotta do is search Invisible Crown, and then the video should come up. If I could find. If I better not be able to find it before you. We gonna race.
No. That's not it, is it?
I'm about to race you, Lawrence.
You better race me on my own music, on my own. That's not it. No. That's not it. That beat?
No. It's a smooth beat, bro. It's like a jazz beat.
That one?
Yeah.
Slow motion. Okay.
I'll pay for it if it's iTunes. I want to play it though.
All right. I forgot about this.
How you can send it to me?
I can send it to you on the back end. I got to send it to you. It's got to send it as a file. Because it's pretty big. I send it to you. Slow motion groove.
Or you could just play it one time on a YouTube live unlisted and send it to me. It'll be the same thing.
On what?
Like if you went live on YouTube, but just make it unlisted and just play the song.
Okay.
And then just send it to me. Then you don't have to worry about it. How long is the song?
11 minutes. Oh, I make my songs long on purpose.
No, but I'm saying you could just go live and then play the song and walk away and shit and go make you some food. And then when it go off, then you just end the live and then you have here's the way how you do the Patreon videos. You just tape it live and don't nobody see it and then just send it to me.
Got you. Slow motion groove. That's what it's called. I'm
Jose Navarro up in here. What's going on, Jose Navarro?
What's going on?
Yeah, I want to play it for my for the next show.
Or I just seen. Okay, I got you. It's the mob, huh? What's going on? You better. Hey, it's a good time to ask questions. I'm putting the link up there again. Nobody want to get this.
Hey, Jose Navarro. I want Jose Navarro. He always show love. Jose, beam up. I want Jose to beam up.
Jose, beam up. The inner game and the outer game must become one.
Yeah, that's the song right there. I'm gonna just start lurking, looking for new chicks to interview. Like usually it'd be ones that I know and shit or fuck with, but now I'm gonna just start cold approaching and just getting random ones now. I mean, I have done it before, but I'm just talking about on a consistent basis. I'm gonna just start hitting up these bros.
See what happened.
Because I got a couple confirmed that was easy, and I'm like, well, shit, I just need to just do hell of them.
Right. She proposed to, bro, and I said, what? What is he talking about?
Come chop game, Jose.
She proposed to brothers, and I said no wasn't big enough. Gotcha. Jose, what is Jose saying? He's saying cleaning up, man. Brought up, what is that? Ultra wide monitor for him. Oh, okay.
Hey, y'all don't gotta show yourselves if that's what y'all think. Y'all don't have to show yourselves if that's like.
Show yourself.
All you gotta do is turn your camera off. That's it. I get it. Hey, I can't clown because I was scared to be on camera when I first started.
Right.
With my nighttime bedtime stories. Yeah, you ain't gotta show.
Forgot about this, huh?
You just click the link, bro.
Click the link. That's it.
That's all you gotta do. Yeah, you don't gotta be on camera.
So the girl proposed to you and you told her the ring wasn't big enough. You don't have to be on cam. Turn your cam off.
I ain't got my cam on. Y'all know how I look.
I got that 80-70 sound. I don't even think about it.
Although Power didn't want to come in, he probably had an orgy and stuff.
Right. Round his mother.
He probably in the hot tub smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Moto, you in the hot tub smoking the car around this bitch or no?
Uh-oh. Guess who's here? You ready, Alfie?
Round this bitch.
Uh-oh, guess who's here? Jose Rado. What's going on, bro? Let me drop the music for you. What's going on?
I'm gonna put my volume down.
Hello?
What's going on, brother?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you all good.
What's good, man? Damn, that's crazy. Not much, man. I'm just cleaning up. Just bought this big ass ultra wide monitor, man.
Okay.
Hey, special shout out to you, man. You always come through supporting my channel and showing love. I appreciate that, bro. Don't think that it goes overlooked.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Like I started actually listening to you guys from BOA. I started listening to you guys from getting to know you guys from Dr. BOA.
Shout out to Dr. BOA.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
I started listening to him like 2 or 3 years ago when like he would get like 100 views per video, and then you would show up in there, and then that's slowly how I sort of got to know you guys.
Hey, that's some good advice. I mean, you gave some advice, but you didn't know you gave no advice. So what you just said, because BOA channel is blown up now. So how long ago did that take?
Man,
hey, how long you did? 3 years ago?
That was when I like when I broke up with my ex, which was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I was on.
So
I was in vengeance mode, man. I really needed some guidance, you know.
so let's
'Cause I-
manifest Lawrence. So 6 months from now, we're gonna have 100 people up in here. BOA,
yeah,
he just
yeah,
said BOA was getting 100 views. I found BOA later than that. When I BOA has grown since I first met him, but that was before I met him. Because when I met him, he probably already had like maybe 4,000 subscribers at that time.
yeah, man. It's crazy,
So
man. Like I see some people blow up real quick. Some people blow up, and it takes a minute for for them to sort of get their subscribers up. But yeah, it all depends, man. It all depends.
yeah, I had an interview with um, Bulldog Mindset maybe 3 days ago on his channel, and he has a 250,000 subscribers, and I asked him about his subscribers, and what he told me was 3 years for it to pick up consistently, and he said that it took him like a year to get 1,000, 2 years to get 10,000, and then on that third year he hit 20,000, and then after he hit 20,000, this shit just started going. So, you know what I'm
It's like
saying?
like an
I'm on my
exponential
third year
curve.
right now. I've been doing it 2 years as of April. So, I'm on my third year. That's my prediction that I feel too. Because it seemed like sometimes when you get about 20, I'm at 16, shit kind of push a little bit. So that's just kind of like the goal. And it was just good to hear him. So he even said, that he had a goal for 100,000, and how he figured it out was he looked at everybody who had 100,000 subscribers, and what did they have in common? He said, well, he found out that they had 2,000 videos. So he told himself that in a year he had to produce 5 videos a week in order for it to end up being, maybe I'm getting the math wrong, I think maybe 5-10 videos a week for it to equal out for
Yeah.
a full calendar year. It would be 2,000 videos, and around that time he hit. So see, that's some game for you and Lawrence. Just that I just got from him and given to you.
Well, it's definitely like a exponential curve. Like
Right.
as long as
Hey,
you
I
get
got I
more you build up, and that curve goes up as long as you see it all the time. It's an exponential curve with subscribers. I don't do content. I just kind of lean
hey, I
back
got
and let people yell.
hey, I got two questions in the chat. So I got two chat ones. The first question is, so Jose, you up here, you've been around long enough to know to answer some questions. So what's a strong example of outer game? Then we got another question in the chat room too.
What does it mean by outer game? What can you sort
So
of
so
kind of
outer game
elaborate?
mean so outer game meaning um outer game like talking out. An inner game is dealing with your mental side. Outer game is the physical side when you execute, when you do things that got it.
It's the like outer game. Basic. I mean,
Mhm.
honestly, eat, eat eat vegetables, man. I think that's probably the outer game. Eat vegetables, not drink so much.
Well, the outer game
Something.
meaning when you're talking to women.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay, I see. I see. I think maybe honestly, it's just having that sort of that mentality of you're always getting women no matter what. You're kind of either, whether she digs you or not, it doesn't really matter. Like it's just having that abundance mindset. Really, like no matter what. Like I think Alpha Male Strategies just came out with a video talking about how whether he has girls or not, it doesn't fucking matter to him. I think that's probably the biggest thing. It's just that abundance mindset and just always being on your purpose, man. Always doing work. Like today, I got my day off. Tomorrow, I got another day off. Why? Because I work my ass off, dude. I work in finance. I work 10 hours a day. I work
Mhm.
in finance in Hollywood. I fund like TV shows. Basically, I send out wire payments,
Mhm.
doing about like $40-50 million a month, and I send out production studio funding. So what I do is I just work all the time, all the time. I hardly have time to even think about women. So just being on that level, and then start gaining money, start being in that once you start gaining money and once you start building confidence, you kind of put women down. You put them down like they're not that important to begin with, you know. And then that's when you start gaining women. Because when you start feeling desperate, that's when the women go away. You know,
Mm, that's
that's what
good.
I
Keep going.
noticed is that when you feel desperate, that women don't come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you feel
That is
confident, you're on your purpose, you're making money, you're working hard, then now you're like, now you look at them like, what are you gonna do for me? Instead of the opposite.
definitely you right on the money with that. So yeah, the outer game is when you putting forth actions that go along with your purpose, which you're doing in life. The outer game is actually put into action what you know is going on in the inner game. So a lot of times people are, when I mean on the outer game, you are putting in the work. You're doing things. You're living like Jose just said, you're living your life. And a lot of times guys are not living in life because you know why? They have a scary like Jay, I don't know what Joe Plank said. Jay Plank said they have a scarcity mindset, but he had a question too. So that hope we answer your question right there. Hit that Cash App too. How do you respond to the famous "Hey stranger" text?
Hey, you know what, bro? You don't see the thing. See, you know this is the main thing, guys.
Yeah.
And I really want to. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Loud and clear.
You can hear me? My
Yep.
phone. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Look, this is the main thing. It doesn't really matter what you say. See, the problem is when they say, "Hey, stranger," the problem is you care about the result, and that's the part that's fucking you up. See, you can if she say, "Hey, stranger," you can say, "Hey, baby, I missed the hell out of you." It don't really matter if you don't really care. But if you miss the hell out of her for real, then that's what's gonna push her away. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? It's all about you know.
it's
If
just
you
what Jose
see,
just said. Right.
like this is the thing, bro. This is some real game. You can it got to happen two ways, right? So either you say something and the actions don't match. Wait, excuse me. Either you say something and the actions don't match,
Mhm.
or your actions you put off for your actions and the words don't match. That's a cheat code. That's a
Mhm.
cheat code. So if you see what happens is say you tell a girl that you love her, but you don't say it so convincingly. See, she don't believe you, so she want more attention from you and shit because she's second guessing what you think. She says she love you and you say, oh, I love you too, but she don't really think like you mean it. It's because you didn't have the actions behind what you said. Or you could have the actions like, oh, you love them and cupcake with them, but if you don't give them the words with that, then that also leaves them confused. That's game.
Mhm. Mhm. Because she's looking for a straightforward way and you're not giving it to her. You're causing yourself to be what? Unpredictable. I did a video. You're
Well,
inconsistent consistently. You're becoming unpredictable and you're becoming mysterious to her.
well, when I run into trouble with women is when I'm not
Somebody was going to say
congruent
something.
with what I say and who I am. If I talk all this game and I'm not really all that, then
Ah.
they will quickly figure that out. They will figure that out real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's when you run into
Mm,
problems, man. Like, if you really want to date a
mm.
girl for a long time, you have to not lie to them because they will figure your ass out real quick.
That's the reason for this show. The two must become one. You must become you must become congruent inwardly and outwardly. You must become congruent inwardly and outwardly. That's what a lot of guys miss it because they listen to all this game on YouTube and everywhere else, but they never put any actions to do anything. Jills, come on, come up from the Netherlands. Come on, check in right quick. You know what I'm saying, Jose? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh no, Jose, you there? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
can you
yeah,
hear
I'm
me?
sorry. So yeah, I can hear you now. So most
Well,
people
like
don't put
I
the
was
two
saying, sorry.
together. They're not. Mhm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I was gonna say, man, like all my relationships, the ones that lasted a couple months to a year, they were all bullshit. They were all made up in my head. I was trying to spit game. I was trying to tell them how much money I had, but I didn't have, right? Until I now have it. And it's funny because now that I have the money that I used to say that I had, now that I have the money, now I don't care for them. Now I don't care to show them my money. Now I don't want them to count my money. Now I want them to approach me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. And why do you think that shifted?
It's like this mindset of abundance. It's a mindset of like you. It's a privilege to be with me. Really, it's really about finding your worth, finding yourself to be valuable to a woman, you know, and knowing, and after dating enough, you know that these women have not, they don't really have too much to offer, really, other than the box sometimes, and you overvalue the box, and men.
And that's the problem. What happens is until men learn how to, I guess Alfie dropped off. So until men, I see on the train. Okay. So until men begin to value who they are, got you. 10 minutes. I got you. So until men begin to value who they are, they realize that they need to put themselves on the pedestal. This is no way, please. I don't need no kind of none of this. I am not bashing women. I am not putting them down. And I'm on the women's side bashing men. But when you value who you are, the quality of who you choose changes. When you value who you are, when you value who you are, the quality of who you choose changes. That's just the reality of it. And a lot of times, most people, most guys don't value who they are because
Right.
they've been taught not to value themselves, but to value everyone around them. What do you say about that?
Well, I mean, what I say about that is it kind of goes twofold. It has to go along with you building up yourself, you know, because if you don't value yourself, there has to be a reason why you're not valuing yourself. Maybe you're not in the stage in life that you want to be in, right? And so you're undervaluing yourself, and that's what causes you to be desperate. And you know, being desperate to a woman is the like the ultimate way to not get a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like you look desperate for a minute, the
Mhm.
girl's gonna go away. You know, so part of it is like you
Mhm.
have to also build yourself, and while building yourself, you're building confidence, and then that's when you start to value yourself. If you're very stagnant in your development, socially, mentally, financially, all of that, you're also going to act that way, you know. So you need to also work.
Hello? Say that again. Jose. Oh no, Jose, what happened to you?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You were going in. I can't hear you. Yeah, I can
Hello.
hear you now. You were going
Well,
in. You need to value yourself. Yeah, I can hear you.
what I'm trying to say is that, like, if you're not building yourself, you're not building confidence, you know, and that's a big issue, man. Like, I think that you need to value yourself, but you also need to be building yourself at the same time, you know, and that can be all kinds of ways for different men, you know. Some people, Some men value more time than money. Some men value money more than time. All it is just confidence that you're building, you know? And then it's the confidence, no matter what it takes, you know, it could take nothing. In fact, you can beat a video game. You can beat a video game and it'll build you confidence. In reality is that it's confidence, but the thing is you have to be congruent with what you're saying to a woman and who you really are. Because that when you're congruent with your body and your mind and you're not lying about it,
Correct, V. Jeff. I don't know what happened to. So you're correct. Let the confidence spill. I don't know where it went. I'll spit it back up. It says, okay. Let the confidence spill out of you. Whatever you think, do it, and don't worry about the outcome. As long as you say it's, long as you're saying true. So this is the thing. You build confidence. You build confidence by doing. See, when you're not confident about something, it's because you're not comfortable in it or you don't know how to do it. You build confidence in something once you begin to do it more often. So that's the reason why a lot of people don't have confidence in certain things, or they don't have confidence in themselves. See, a lot of times the reason why guys don't make it, the inner game, outer game, still talking about the same thing, is because they never put any work in. They never failed. Until you fall forward and not backwards, your confidence is not going to be to what you need to be. And guess what? Women can smell almost like a sixth sense when you're not confident about something. That means you're not sure of yourself that you can do this. And when you're not sure of yourself, what's going to happen is it's not going to spill. You're going to shrink back and not move forward. I'm telling you how it works. Jose, what, you there? Because I don't know what happened. Is you there? I'm not sure what happened to Jose, but he's here. But that's what happened is your confidence is only built when you put in work. Confidence is inner, work is outer. The two must become one. When the two become one, you become unstoppable. The reason why you don't have confidence in a certain area or a certain thing is because you have not put any work in for it to move forward. All the way from the Netherlands. Let's see what we got going on. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. Do you hear me? Do
Hear
you hear
you
me?
loud and clear. I'm going to drop my music for you. Can't believe it. Yes, all the way from the Netherlands. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm just about to start my work. But you guys were talking about the confidence.
Oh,
and yeah, that's true, man. I remember when I was like 21 years or something, and we were staying in this house, me and a friend. But there were two sisters there, and I really liked one sister, right? But what happened, I didn't have the confidence. And my friend, he was like much older than me. He was like 30 and I was 21. But he had enough game. And he wasn't like select like me. Because I got some looks, you know. But he told me, you got the looks, you're pretty face, but you don't got the mouthpiece. And that was like a meal for me. There was a changing moment. And from that moment on, that's when things started to change for me. Do you hear me?
very, very true. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
And this guy actually, cause
Loud
I
and
know him for
clear.
years. He's like,
hello,
he
can you hear
wasn't
me?
fit like me. Do you still hear me? Yeah, because he wasn't really fit like
Yeah, I
me.
can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and he had some that game, and I always like used to look up to him. I thought, what does he have that I don't have? And it was all about the confidence, the mouthpiece, you know. So it's all through what you guys are teaching out there. But I gotta start my work. But one of these days, I'm gonna check in, and we will do a bigger show.
But hey, can you hear me?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
sometimes
can
you
hear
don't
you.
even need a
Hey,
mouthpiece
thanks for
because you You're always gonna have people around you. They're gonna talk for you. Like there's always gonna be your homie that's gonna be telling, oh, this guy's got this, he's got this, he's got that. He's really confident. He's got this job. He's got all that. You almost don't even need a mouthpiece sometimes, man.
Right. I know, but you're definitely right. I got you. I know you're at work. Hey, man, thank you for tapping in all the way from the Netherlands. Can you believe it? We're international, baby. Oh, no, we're worldwide. We're worldwide from the Netherlands. I know you got to get to work, man. I don't want to mess nobody's money up. Do your thing. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Go. So you definitely right, Jose. Yo, where was Freddie knows Frank was? Where you at? Come on. Tap in. But you're right. You almost don't need it. But if you don't know that you don't need it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to think you need it.
Right.
The mouthpiece. Can you hear me?
So let me ask. Yeah. Let me ask.
So
you,
it's so important. So let
me ask you with all your relationships that you've gone through and all that, what can you identify the single things that led her to you with your multiple relations? All your forget about just marriage. Look at all your marriages and then identify the things that worked. Can you identify those and like actually tell us like what triggered them to get with you? Like what worked? I think with all the girls that I've gone out with, I can identify a couple things that triggered them to get with me, because there's all these errors that you make trying to get with a girl, but there's certain things that do work. Have you identified those things that like, yes, this works? Like confidence obviously works, right? Confidence. What are those things?
So let me tell you. So I will tell you. I'm gonna tell you those things but I got Freddie knows coming. I'm gonna answer your question because I have an answer for you. Because I'm about to tell you what happened to me last Saturday. You'll blow your mind. So I got an answer for you. Let me get Freddie up here. I got to answer your question. Freddie, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. Loud and clear.
Awesome, bro. I'm just tuning in, but I'm ready to go, man. Like I'm ready to help anyone. Like I pretty much I'm on. I know it, dude. I'm excited. My bad, dude. I'm really excited, but I know what you guys were just talking about. Like the mind and body has to be synced up, like the body language and everything. It's so true what you were saying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, a relationship is not going to last very long if it's not synced up.
Call in number. No, I don't have the call in number. I'm sorry about that. I'm about to get it going, though. So this is the thing. You asked me a question in all my relationships, because I was married twice. I got no problem with that. I can tell the truth. What was the things that were congruent, or why did they click on to me? One of the things I learned why they clicked up with me, the first thing I had charisma. I knew I had a mouthpiece and I had charisma. I began to talk to a woman and I just was like, hey, what's going on? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It became easy. I had conversation. So when people say mouthpiece, let me emphasize that. I have conversation because I can talk about a wide variety of things and talk about it and know what I'm talking about. So that's what a lot of guys miss. They're only one-track mind. Give me the box. I understand that, but I know how to talk about multiple things. So even I've got to think how I got to say this. I got to think who's watching this. I got to say this. Someone I know
well-versed on a lot of topics, right? Like that. That's what I found is that women love to they love intelligent men, and they love when you're very passionate when you're what you're saying and how you're saying it, and they want to know that you're very well versed in a lot of topics. That's one of the things. You're very good at conversating about everything. Like you can go up to their mother, have a really good conversation about how to make apple pie. You know about space. You know about physics. They love that stuff.
I really, it all comes down to confidence. It's like your mouthpiece. your mouthpiece is going to be on point when you're just confident in yourself. You know, you're just 100% authentic, real, and you're confident in yourself. You just got to be yourself.
Right.
But this is the thing. You have to be yourself along with, because some people's self is not a good self. And
No, you're right.
sometimes the self that they
you're
have.
mentally confident, but your body's not showing that you're confident, or vice versa.
You're not confident.
You
then. You have insecurities that you need to work on. Like, you have to just keep on working on yourself, and then the body and the mind will sync up.
That is the problem. Most people, as I said earlier, before everybody.
Sorry, I just had to say, is like, I've always challenged that, because there's people who are on wheelchairs who have confidence, and somehow it's mind and body as well. So I don't know. Tell me. I need to learn about this. I don't know, because there's people who were born, they were born paraplegic. They were born with some sort of problem, and yet they managed to get a really hot girl.
Well, they're confident in themselves. Like, whether you're in a wheelchair or not, like, you have to accept yourself, and you gotta believe in yourself, like, 100%. So
we're defining a confident body with not necessarily being buff, being fit, but more of the brain accepting the body that it has. Is that what we're saying?
Like, I mean, like, whatever your goal might be. Hold on, I gotta show my arrow. Like,
okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying.
Your goal might not be to have that body. You know, your goal might not be to have that body. You're you know, whatever you see your best version of yourself, you know, for the circumstances that you're in, you know. You always got to keep on growing and question yourself, and try to become the complete person, you know. Like, we all have flaws, and we all need to work on them. No, we're never going to be perfection.
Is it like, I remember early on, I've been
there is a guy.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So there's a guy, you check on YouTube, who just got married. He was in the military. I just seen him, and he had went through a little depression while he was in the military, and he shot himself. So his legs don't work. He ended up finding the girl he went to prom with, and now they are married, about to get married. He proposed to her, and he's about to get married. So the issue wasn't about him not having any legs. That's physical. Issue was, where was he at mentally to believe that he can get a woman that's completely whole and that he can have a complete relationship with her. It always starts at the mental and then collides into your physical. And I think a lot of times, that's why I keep saying the two must become one. Until they become one, we got people who are going to be lopsided. And that's what we have on the internet. We have people teaching one side without teaching the other side. So we got people getting information on the inner game, and then we got other people teaching on the outer game, and they're lopsided in the teaching.
Oh, what you're saying is like a lot about depression. You hit the nail on the head, bro. Is about how the mind is the depression comes from the body having a disconnect with the brain. That's how, because that's what happens. That is literally what depression is when the body and the mind are.
I don't know what Jose. I don't know what happened. You must.
Yeah, he's right about that though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
You know, LDA.
Go ahead, Annalena.
Go ahead. I have to go to sleep, everyone.
Annalena, go ahead. I know you have to go to sleep. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate you moderating. Jose, come back up. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know. Connection. But the two must become one. That's the problem. I've seen it too much. I've been doing this for over 10 years.
So
Freddie, what you say?
It's like you know how you see like videos on like like millionaires that are super successful, and they're like teaching, like they're spitting their wisdom, right? And you could take it in, right? But it's not gonna work if your brain doesn't think like that. If that makes any sense. It's like
I said that earlier.
it's like the dating shit. It's like we could tell people like how to do all these things, but if they're not like complete inside and have like the belief in themselves and like the abundance mindset and the power of the mind, then the body's not going to show. The mind has to come first, I believe, because the body's easy to get, like, you know, like the outside, you know, it's the mind that's the most important. It's like the only thing that's setting, you know, the super successful, like where we want to be and who we are now is like, it's just how we think. It's the brain power. It's like they lied to us. Our hidden potentials in our mind.
Right.
Very true. This is what I said earlier before you guys came on. I said when I wanted to learn about being a millionaire, who did I went to go see? I went to go be mentored by a millionaire. I didn't get mentored by Tyrone or Ben around the corner. I went to the millionaire in Saddle River, New Jersey. Why? Because I needed to get the mentality on how they think versus how the people around me thought. That is the difference. Yo, Jose, you back?
Right. Yep.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Sure.
You came back going? Good. I don't know what happened. Got disconnect.
Got lost in the matrix.
So what do you say about that, Jose? Uh-oh.
Sorry, I got disconnected. Like I literally got disconnected. I didn't hear what you guys said.
It's good. It's good. It's good. So what do you say? What do you say about that, Jose, about the importance of because I want to make sure we stick on the subject of the inner game and the outer game actually connecting. Oh, y'all, I'm the only one not smoking here.
I just think you can't lie to a woman. I mean, it's gonna work for a little bit. You might get laid a couple times, but if you're gonna seek for a relationship, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It's only gonna last a couple months. If you're lucky, a couple of years. But you cannot lie to a woman, and so you have to sync up. The confidence comes from being confident in the sync that comes from the brain to the body. That sync, and then showing her that you are synced. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the only way it's ever gonna work. That's the only way you build confidence. It's almost like it's a formula where you need two variables. It's a formula where you need the body and the mind, and then what spits out is confidence, right?
This guy knows what he's fucking talking about.
You know what that's called? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you the word what it is, because when you said it, it hit me. It's called being authentic.
Yep.
That's what it is. Most people are not authentic when it comes to themselves. So they may say, yo, I got 10,000 women. But in reality, when we think about it, no, they don't, because it's not matching up to what they're saying. It's when you are in your authentic self. That's why I wrote in my book. I'm gonna put it out again. I do this because I learned it from my mentor to do this. It says, be honest with yourself first, because everything else is just an illusion. When you're honest with yourself first, everything must come into sync. Most people are not honest, and they're not walking in their authentic self because they don't know who they are. They're trying to be like this person, to try to be like that one. So the inner game. So what happened is the inner game doesn't match their outer game because you're trying to be someone else. You can't be somebody else and be authentic. The game don't work like that. I don't know why we.
I understand why men are not authentic if they're just trying to get laid, right? I mean,
well, I feel like we're not, like, because I literally just broke through some barriers like 4 months ago. Like I'm a lot of insecurities, And I feel like a lot of it has to do with society. Like, people don't like you. So then you kind of change who you are, which is bullshit. Like, that you can't do that. You can't, like, you got to just you can't let people get in your head. You can't be fucking with people that don't fuck with you. You just got to fuck with the people that love you. And you got to just embrace your weirdness, you know, and just be yourself and rock out with your balls out.
Right. And let me tell you something. So this is the thing. Guys don't get this. If a man is authentically into gaming, this is what he likes to do, and this is what he loves to do. He's authentically into gaming. Do you know there are tons of women? I met one about 2 weeks ago who's into gaming. What do you think she likes to do if you're gaming? She's going to like to do other things that are strange while you're gaming because she enjoys gaming too. You got to find your tribe of women who are going to celebrate you, who are going to be compliant to you, who are going to love what you do. Most guys are looking for the wrong tribe. They're looking for what society, like you said, Freddie, what society says is acceptable versus what's acceptable for you. Some guys like fat women. I don't care. That's what they like. But what happens is on these streets called YouTube, we can, oh, no, she got to look like this. She got to look like that. If you get turned on by a woman that's BBW or whatever they call it, that's on you. You know what you like. But most people are not authentic and being honest about what they really like and what really turns them on.
So true. So true.
I see it, man.
And as you get older, you become more authentic because you start with all your interactions with women. When you're young and you're dumb, full of cum, you start to think that you can get away with a lot of things, and then you realize that you kind of don't. So you kind of have to go. Now I'm in my 30s now. I'm 32 years old. So I've realized that this is ridiculous. Like, why am I trying to pretend like I'm something I'm not just to get a girl who wants to be with somebody who I'm not with, you know? So it's such a dumb thing. I know, I understand why young men do this, but it's just going to lead to bad habits, bad behavior. You're going to end up getting married with the wrong woman. I got engaged twice. I've been engaged twice, and I dodged 2 bullets. Kind of like the Matrix. I dodged 2 fucking bullets. You know, somehow one of them cheated on me. The other one, the moment I gave her the ring, she became something else. So she fucked up and became the person that she was hiding before I ended up getting fully married. And then that's when I broke up with her. And she's still hitting me up. She called me yesterday, you know, because she wants to get back with me because she realized what she missed out on. And yeah. I don't understand why you want to be fake with the woman now. Once you get older, you don't want to be fake anymore, you know? I don't know if it's confidence that we built up.
Right.
Or is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you guys?
I think.
So I'm gonna say this. I got Mike. Before you start, I got Mike is gonna come up, and wait till you hit past 40. It gets so much better. I'm enjoying it. That's all I'm gonna say. Mike, hold on before you go, Freddie. Mike, are you there?
Yes. Can y'all hear me?
Mike.
It's good, bro.
Yeah. Can hear you loud and clear.
Hear me? Sweet.
We can hear you.
Guys, this is a really good program. You can hear me? Okay. This is really good, man, because you don't always hear people talking about inner and outer game. You know, you usually hear one or the other. So when I saw this, it really piqued my interest. I'm like, wow, man, these guys like you and Affy, man, y'all really, man, some of Affy's podcasts are just like really underrated, man. I mean, some of the stuff that he gets and some of the panel, you know, the guys that are on the podcast, the panel, like you had one, I was driving to Austin to see this girl, and you had this one where you talked about 5 or 10 qualities or something. You know, had to keep thinking extra qualities. and it was like you and him, and he had like Red Pill, and I think he had Lucario, he had EO, and man, that was just like wow. It was a pleasure listening to it driving because it's like a 3-hour drive. It's like a 2-hour podcast.
Right.
So props to y'all, man. Y'all doing great. But I kind of had this question I wanted to throw at to you and the panel. I was the other night, man. Well, it was like a week ago. I saw this girl this woman that I liked. But she was with this other woman that I really didn't like. So, well, I mean, I didn't like her as much as the other. So I thought what I would do is I would approach, because see, the one I liked, I didn't know where she was, but I knew that they were together. The one I didn't like was sitting down, and she kind of gave me a little, look or whatever. So I went up there and approached her, and I talked to her. And then the more I talked to her, she seemed pretty cool. Sometimes you see somebody, you don't really like them, but then you start talking with them, and they become more attractive. So that's kind of how it was. But then, so then her friend came back, and then by that time, this guy that's used to be a friend of mine, but he's not really a friend anymore. He's he's real negative. He says a lot of bullshit, and I try to stay away from him. He just walks right up to me and says, "Hey," and just immediately starts talking to these girls that I'm talking to. So, and then I see that and the girl that I'm talking to shows a little interest in him. And then it's kind of like, fuck, I don't even like this girl that I'm with. I want the other girl, but I don't want this dude to get the girl that I'm talking to. You see, it's like an ego thing. So what I did is I took her away, isolated her, and I was with her the whole freaking night. And the more I looked at her, I'm like, that girl that I thought I liked wasn't really that nice, and the girl I was with was pretty cool. But it's kind of like I kind of fucked up because I really wanted to be with the other woman, but this guy fucked it up for me because my plan was to talk to her and then immediately meet that woman and hit on that girl that I like, her friend. But this guy fucked it up. So what could I have done? Is walked in and it kind of pissed me off. Then I get with this girl, we start making out, we kiss, and this girl was some bullshit. I bring her back to my place, and then she doesn't want to fucking do anything, so I just tell her to leave, but it's wasting my time, So tell me what your thoughts are on that.
Freddie, it's on you.
I personally think you thinking about the other guy is a flaw. Like, you having the mindset like, yo, I'm the fucking man. Like, you got to think like you're the man no matter what in any situation. Because, like, you don't compare to anyone else. So you should have that confidence about yourself. Like, this guy's not like me. Like, no one's like me. Just own yourself. Like, she's going to fuck with you or she's not going to fuck with you. Like, if that dude's going to, like, try and make you look bad or some shit, he's just going to make himself look bad. Or, like, he's going to look like a goofball pretty much. The more your confident frame and character and everything about you not worrying about that, just having that abundance mindset, you're just going to you're going to set yourself apart. You're going to attract the quality and, the low-hanging fruit bullshit. They're going to be scared of you, or, you're going to not even going to want to fuck with them.
Did you hear everything? So let me say this, Mike. So I agree with definitely what Freddie said. Just the other side I want you to look at. Why were you so concerned about him and about her? That's what you need to ask. Why am I? Because you have to. Let me maybe want to go to my book. I mean, I'm do like they do on the shows. Let me go to this show. I'm gonna read something that says right here. The greatest. You ready for it? It's right in this book I wrote. I don't know this guy named Lawrence Diamonds wrote this. He said the greatest test in life is not to be attached to how what results will happen. Black and white. You're too concerned on what the result was going to happen. So what happened is you came into a scarcity mindset. I want this girl, but I don't know. The other guy's taking them. You became in a scarcity mindset versus the abundance mindset. If I don't get her, so what? I get somebody else.
The moment she smells disparity, she's gonna walk away. The moment she smells any desperate behavior,
anybody,
she's out. She's gone.
No. Jose, anybody smells it, right? She smell it, but the guy that was coming in can smell it too. You can sense it when a guy's like not confident, and I'm gonna pounce. And so that's
well. Let me tell you the story. What happened? What happened yesterday? My ex calls me, and she brings up some dude who's hitting her up, and she's sick right now. And she was telling me a story about how the guy was like, "Well, if you have coronavirus, I don't care. I'll get the coronavirus." She was trying to get me jealous. And you know what I told her? I told her, like, by the end of the conversation, I told her we should just be friends. Like, it's better than us fighting, being friends, than being together and fighting. And then that's when the it just got flipped. It got flipped. The moment I said, "No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine that you have that dude trying to go out with you, trying to kiss you, trying to get the coronavirus, just trying to," which is completely retarded, by the way. But okay, that's fine. But the moment I didn't care is the moment she started to realize that, oh crap, I really need to chase this dude in order for me to actually be involved with them. The moment imagine if I would have been like, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Why is he kiss? When are you going out with them? Is he kissing you? Is he doing this? Is that? The moment she smells that, she's gonna go, I won, you know?
You want her back?
Mike, you there? Did you hear him?
If you want her back, ignore her.
Mike, Mike,
so guys, let me ask you this.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'm sorry. Let me ask you. So what do you think? See, because looking back at it, I think what should have happened is, but see, this is the thing. See, I don't like the guy. That's the thing. And I didn't want him to even have a chance of being with this woman that I really even didn't want to be with. And because of that, and like you said, a lot of it was the ego. My thought is I should have because he just walked right in, and like, I haven't talked to him that much, and I don't really like him. I don't care for him. You know, he's kind of negative. I see him out sometimes though. I mean, and he just walks right up. He says, you know, and I'm like, you know, being okay, because I don't want to show, you know, that I'm like pissed off or anything. But then immediately just starts entering, you know, the conversation, and it's like, you know, he's not bad. I mean, he's not the best, but he's not the worst, you know, with like talking to women and stuff. But I'm thinking, looking back, I should have immediately just gone like, and I just didn't want him to have any part of the woman that I was with, because apparently I think he was liking the girl that I was talking to. But I didn't even like this girl.
I got something.
She was okay, but she wasn't really my type, you know.
Go ahead, Freddie. I got something. You might make me go into my esoteric part. Go ahead, Freddie.
It's like, bro, you can't win if you're worried about the other dude race. You know, if you're in a race and you're worried, like, you got to focus on yourself. You know, like, focus on what your goal is for that night. You know, it could have been talking to that girl. Like, that dude shouldn't even be in your mind. Like, cause he's distracting you from your goal and shit. You know, he's like getting in your head. It's like talking shit during a sports game, you know, to like get in your opponent's head and shit, to get him off his game. So he's thinking about, like, say, getting
you're right.
Getting, you know.
Is Michael Jordan playing against who will Michael Jordan play against? Who was one of his opponents? I can't even think of I'm looking at this guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, playing against someone. You're Michael Jordan. Why are you worried about the other opponent when you know you can get it anytime? You have to have the Michael Jordan mentality. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to think, I don't care if this guy's in the way. I'm going to the hoop. I'm going to make 3-point, or I'm going to go to the hole, layup. They're going to cheer. And she's going to be cheering for me. When you have that kind of mentality, the other person doesn't exist. Now, the esoteric part of it is, because you said you did not like this guy, guess what you did? You pulled him into your world. Did you get me?
Yeah.
So when you said, I don't like this guy, I feel this kind of way, you pulled them in your world, and you created a barrier to this woman by Remember, I know this is sort of might be spooky, hooky, whatever. Okay, but this is it. We create every person that shows up in our life. We've got to decide how we want them to play in our world. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm. I think so. Yeah.
Are you there, Mike? Okay, so what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
So that means that guy was just you stopping yourself from getting to the girl that you want. He doesn't even matter. It's like in the Matrix. He is the agent. You remember the agent is what can form and be just like who? You. So what you did was you created a barrier to the girl that you wanted. So guess what he did? He showed up and pounced on what was yours because you, on a deeper level, inner game, didn't believe that you deserved to have that woman the way you said you need to have. So it's the inner game. You had the outer game because you was like, yeah, I'm going to do it, but you hesitated. So the inner game, that's what we're unlocking now, the inner game, the inner components. What were you thinking? Why did you create this situation to happen? Because you didn't feel that you deserved to have this girl. Because if he showed up or not, you got to have this mentality. That's mine.
I thought
that's
that,
mine.
but then I'm thinking, no, like, this is the thing. It's like, why am I like, because I'm with this woman that I like the other woman, right? And I'm with this woman, but I'm only with her because I don't want this. And I isolated her. I took her out to the dance floor. We started salsa, and then we were, did, kind of, some stuff on the dance floor, and we were kind of getting, kind of close to each other and stuff. And then I would kind of peek over and look at this guy with a woman, and and then I realized the only reason I took her away is because I didn't want this guy to get this woman that I didn't even really care about. I really cared more about the other one.
Can I say something? Can I say something, man? See, like, I work in finance, so that's what you're talking about is literally the definition of sunk cost. Literally sunk cost. So the sunk cost is this emotional feeling for something, and you're pouring money into it, even though you know it's going to fail, and you're pouring money, even though it's going to fail, and you need to look at it as a sunk cost thing. So, forget about all the previous things, that all the investment that you did for it. It's not going to work. So what you're doing is you're adding your emotions into it, and you're saying, I don't want this dude because of all the things that we did. So it's a sunk cost, dude. Just go, you know what I mean? Just get rid of it. It's a sunk cost. You're not going to get your returns from it. You're not going to get your returns. It's a sunk cost. Just get, emotionally just break off with that,
So true.
So many people get invested in stocks because they're so emotionally invested in a company, and then they don't want to get rid of the stock. And you're telling them, get rid of this stock because they're so emotionally invested in it. And it's just like, get rid of it. It's a sunk cost. You're not going to get it back. It's a return that you're never going to get back.
It's like a long-term relationship too. Like with a girl, you invested all this shit, but it's like, the right thing to do is to cut your losses and bounce, but you hold on to a lot of emotions will fuck you up, especially when it comes to money.
It was just I think it was just because of this anger that I had, and it just no, I'm not like that. But this guy is he gets on me. He really would get under my skin, sometimes just saying shit, being real negative and stuff. And I'm a real positive person.
Hold on, let me ask you this: that's the guy that your ex, or who are you talking about? Your ex is with this dude that you hate? Is that what's going on? Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out.
No. There was just this guy that used to be kind of he was never really a friend. He was more of just an acquaintance. I would see going out, and and then just some of the shit he would do, just mental shit, and just being real negative and talking trash and shit about people.
I think you gotta.
And then I just.
Sure. I had a jealousy. I had a jealousy problem before.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you good. Go ahead, Freddie.
I had a really bad jealousy problem like after my ex-girlfriend left me, and I really had to do a lot of like deep thinking and question myself, like why I feel so jealous, you know. And you got to break through all that and just seek knowledge and understanding, and then you'll probably end up not hating this guy, or not. You'll just there's some underlying reason why, you know.
That is the issue right there. You got to think
you're right.
about, well, even though this guy is negative and all like that, you got to think about what is it in you why you don't like him. Until you resolve that, he's going to always show up either as him or another person. Remember this saying. I know it sounds cliche, but this is so true. We have no friends and we have no enemies. We only have teachers.
Shit, I never heard that before.
You never heard that before?
Yeah.
You don't have any friends. You don't have any enemies. We only have teachers.
And he has to be very self-aware. He has to be very self-aware of what's triggering him. So you have to be very self-aware of what's triggering it. Why is it making you mad? And then you have to reconcile with your brain why it's triggering it, and then go, this is an irrational thought. Okay, so not every thought you need to believe. Therapists will tell you not every thought that goes into your brain you need to believe. It's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand that not everything that goes through your brain is a true statement. So you need to go, okay, this is false. I know why it's triggering in me, because it's mostly because of the time that happened. Like a lot of things, see what happens in relationships. You look back and a lot of things triggered me into thinking it's a negative thing, into like, let's say I spent time with my family and I was with my ex. I look back and I look at it as a negative thought, and I go, why am I looking at it as a negative thought? It is because your mind is triggering it. It's triggering your relationship with that woman, and then so you have to go, wait a minute, this is an irrational thought. You need to realize that woman is not your entire life, and you need to start thinking about your family. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be very self-aware about your mind.
You're right. Yeah, and see, that's the funny thing, is that I'm pretty strong with my inner game. I mean, I've been doing affirmations for a long time, and I even do stuff like EFT, which a lot of people don't realize that EFT, it really helps with affirmations, with positive statements, because EFT is a way of clearing, like we all have trash, we have weeds, and EFT is a way of clearing those weeds to where it makes your affirmations more powerful. It clears everything. Also something called TAT. I don't know if you've heard of TAT, total alignment.
Yeah, I heard of TAT. I know exactly what that is. So I got a question. When you do your affirmation, what tense are you putting your affirmations in?
Present tense. It's always okay, I am this, I am that.
Let me give you another. I'm gonna give you another way, another gem to that. You ready? For affirmation.
Okay.
So what you do is you put your affirmations in the past tense. I don't know if you put your affirmations in the past tense as is already done. So I am is the most powerful thing, yes. But when you put it in the past tense, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between present, past, or future. It only knows what's right now. So when you put it in the past tense, your mind says, how do I figure out to make this happen? If that makes sense. So you put it in the past tense. So if you want to get a car, I want a blue car. I already have the blue car with the blue plush interior with the chrome on it, and it smells like roses. And when the girl gets in the car, her panties are already wet. You see a picture I just painted in the past tense?
Wow, yeah.
You see the difference versus saying,
awesome. Yeah.
Completely different. So that's where a lot of times the affirmations don't work, because we have it in the wrong tense, and we don't, like my grandfather would say, you have to get the feeling that it's already done. I ain't gonna do like he do, because he gets really turned up about it, but you got to get the feeling that it's Already done. So I'm gonna tell you how it worked. Ready for this? Let me tell you. I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah.
So this young lady I'm connected to online, and meaning when I looked at her picture, I said, "Let me see what time is it? She should be asleep." Okay. So I said, I'm going to knock her off. That's not the word I use. I'm going to knock her off. Within a week, do you hear me?
Damn.
I thought the thought.
Yeah.
I said I was going to knock her off. Plain and simple. Within a week, she was at the park giving me services.
That's confidence, man.
Why?
That's confidence.
Because I took the thought in the past tense. Not only that, you ready for this? She's so a lot of people like people get all crazy about races. She's not even my race. She's not even my religion. So I'm trying to say stuff without saying it because I put things in the past tense. I said I'm going to knock her off, and then I let it go. See, sometimes you can do affirmation. You can say chicken. I want chicken, but you never let it go. You have to say the affirmation, feel it, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
That's awesome. Yeah, man, that's great.
Damn. It's some heavy game, man.
Something else I did.
I know about
something.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something that I did, and this blew me away. About 4 or 5 years ago, this guy said, "Okay, what you want to do is you want to put down," and I put this on my phone. You write down all these things that you want to happen, like like financial, women, relationships, everything. So, and you write it down like it's already taken place. So you write down, you say, I have 3 girlfriends. I make $300,000 a year. I live in a really nice apartment, and I mean all these different little they're like statements that you put out, and I would read them in the morning, right when I woke up, and right before I went to bed. And kid you not, one day I was moving, and about 3 years after I'd written, every one of those things I wrote down were true. And I'd written this like 2-3 years previously.
That's fucking
and I
dope.
looked at that, I'm like, oh, you can't.
Why was it true though?
Yeah, man. So it goes to the point of what you talked about what's that?
See, this the question I have for you,
what?
Mike. Why was it true? Why did it come true? If you don't know how you got there, you can't repeat the same results. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You wrote them down. You did the affirmations right before you woke up because you're in the delta state because you're dealing with a master in this. In the delta state, you right before you go to bed, you boom. Your conscious is more aware and everything like that. Your mind is slowed down. You did the right things, but if you don't know the steps you took, you can never repeat them. This is part of the inner game and the outer game becoming one.
That's so true. I have a tip that I've been messing around with, and I totally believe in it. Is like the subconscious mind is like the power.
Yeah.
Right. I've been doing subconscious mind programming, like brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
Like before I go to bed, I've been doing it for like the last 3 months, and just
you mean like brainwashing?
Nothing but positive stuff.
It's amazing, man. I don't know how we turn, but this is part of the inner game. So I guess everybody listen. What are they talking about? The subconscious and the mind and this is part of the inner game.
There's a lot of people that are so depraved by positive affirmation that they literally have to listen to YouTube videos. For example, I watch YouTube videos where you fall asleep. A woman is telling you how good you are. A woman is telling you how good you are while you fall asleep, and it does work. Okay, this is a part of hypnosis. Hypnosis is a true thing. Hypnosis works, and it's part of hypnosis. Some people need some sort of positive affirmation to build confidence, and I've done it in the past. I still do it to now. I watch alpha. I use delta waves to fall asleep. You know what I mean? Just to give me that deep sleep, and it gives me that good REM sleep, which turns my body. Because part of the thing about REM sleep, you need REM sleep because it turns off your body because you're deep sleeping and you're having you're having dreams. If your body doesn't turn off and you're having deep dreams, you are going to be physically active. You're gonna stand up, you're seeing if that lion is chasing you.
That's you. Are you freezing up, Jose? He froze up.
Because it turns off its body. You know what I mean? And when a woman is talking to you and is telling you how good you are during REM sleep, that is very, very good for you. That is very, very good.
So that's go ahead, Mike.
I tell people this, that no one can say good things to you than yourself. You know, so like because the funny thing is, after doing these affirmations, it's funny that these affirmations I'm saying other people are saying them back to me, and that's how you know that it's in your subconscious and it's become your reality, because these affirmations that I repeat, that I talk in the mirror, that I write down, are stuff that other people now tell me.
Man, y'all masters over here.
I really think though that like all the affirmations and everything. Did I cut someone off? My bad.
Go ahead, go for it. Go ahead.
The affirmations are just getting you to a place where you have a 100% belief in yourself. Like in the subconscious mind, I've done like, I'm really interested in the subject of like the subconscious mind and just the mind and the power of it. And the subconscious mind, we don't know a lot. I didn't know before, but the subconscious mind is like 1,000,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. And it doesn't know, like when you put in what you want into the subconscious mind, it always wins.
So here's the thing: depression comes when the conscious mind doesn't get to the body. The subconscious mind cannot reach the body. So one of the things that what happens is that you have one of the most detrimental, most if you think about the things that you say, that you speak. If you speak negative thoughts about yourself, those are the ones that you should worry about. The ones that you say, my life sucks, and you verbally say it, those are the scary ones. Those are the first ones that you need to work on. You do not want to talk physically about the thoughts that are going on in your brain, because those are the powerful ones. Those are the scary ones. So anytime you hear yourself saying, my life sucks, fuck that, or something that you physically, verbally say, those are the first ones you want to take care of, because those are the scary ones. Those are the ones that will lead you to killing yourself. Those are the ones that put a brain on your brain. You know what I'm saying? Those you want to take care of. Though you do not want to physically react to what the brain is telling you to do.
So are you ready for this? You ready for this? Because you guys hit it. So when you say, I don't like this guy, he is negative, he's a butthole, what are you really saying? You're not saying it to him, you're actually saying it to yourself. Did you catch that? So what you're doing, your thoughts is being manifested in front of you that fast. Pay attention. Let me repeat it again. So when you say, I don't like this guy is a butthole, he did this, he did that. What you're doing is you're not saying it to him, because you remember you're in your own world. You're you just a manifestation of your thoughts about him.
You just a mirror.
When you think correctly about him, he's going to react correctly with you in every situation. Change that thought that you have about him. I'm telling you, I do it all the time, even at my job. I had a guy that was acting crazy. I said, I'm gonna fix him. Now, I have multiple ways. I have multiple ways I can fix them legally. But what I had to deal with, I had to deal with that part of me that I didn't like about him. When I corrected that in me, he became corrected out there. That's the same thing with women. The moment I became corrected here about women, guess what happened? Women out there became easy. Mike, you there?
Facts, man. Yeah,
hey,
man.
Thank you so much,
No. You know, I tell you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Can I ask one more real quick thing?
Go ahead.
About approaching, and I'm gonna tell you something. The reason I really resonate with Lucario is because Lucario is all about the mindset. It's all about the like. I laugh so much when he talks about the looks and status, and he has this guy calling in every week talking about jawline and looks and all this shit, and I just love his mindset and how he's teaching that to people, and you know, as it pertains to cold approach and that kind of thing. My thing is, I do well in bars and clubs, you know, and nightlife, but during the day, man, it's like where I live, there are so many pretty girls. I'm hearing some background.
Somebody making a noise.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that noise is. Is it?
Yeah, but I'm there's all these pretty women, man, and this is the thing. See, I'm working out like 2-3 times a day. You know, I'm really getting in shape, and so when I'm running, I see these cute girls that are walking their dogs or they're walking, and for the life of me, now a couple of times I've talked to some women, but I just need to figure, like, what do I need to do? Because to me, it seems awkward. Like if I'm running down the street and then there's this girl walking across from me, and if I stop and talk to her, and it's just in my mind, I'm just trying to, because guys, you know, where I live, like sometimes these are the only women I'll see all day because, you know, the bars are closed and things are cut down to 50% where I'm at. So there's not a lot of nightlife going on right now. So the majority of the women that I see are during the freaking day in the park when I'm exercising. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do to compensate to be able to talk to these bitches and try to, you know, holler at them or something, because some I've done and I've gotten rejected, and I've gotten, the more I've gotten rejected, better it's gotten. But still, like, I just see myself, and also I'm to the point now where I can kind of tell, not that I'm saying choosing signals, but I got this sense about if a girl's going to like me, or if she's neutral, or if she doesn't like me. And I'm usually pretty accurate about that. But my thing now is just like, how do I approach these women, especially if I'm running, if I'm jogging, and then there's a cute girl, you know, walking her dog. If I stop and start talking to her, then to me, that just seems like, you know, I don't know. It's my mindset. I don't know. What do y'all think about what I'm saying, man?
I'm gonna see who's gonna go shoot. I'm gonna tell you what I do, because I go walk every day. All you got to do, McCain just said, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" And keep it pushing. You don't have, the thing of it is, it's like this. We talked about the inner game, because that's what we were talking about for about 15 minutes. Now this is the outer game right here. All you got to do is, "Hey, hello, how you doing?" We make the approach so difficult that it's so easy. All you got to do is, "Hey, how you do?" But you don't want to come off as the creepy guy. I'm not sure. How old are you?
Right. I'm older. I'm like 45.
I'm 48. You don't want to come out.
Okay.
I'm 48 years old. You don't want to come off as the creepy guy, creepy old guy.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to come. You don't want that energy. You want to come out, "Hey, how you doing?"
Hey,
and keep it going.
Hey, LDA, you need to make a video about how to get girls during the coronavirus, because it's hard to get
And
a
the
girl
coronavirus?
during the coronavirus right now with your face mask on. Everybody looks hot with the face mask on. You know what I'm saying?
Know.
Like, LDA, you gotta make a good video.
You could try to be funny. You could just, if you're funny, try to be funny. Like, you just gotta use what you got. You know. I really believe
it's hard, man. Like, I've been trying to get girls
and then I stop. because if you're walking, that's different. But if you're running and then you just stop and start talking to somebody, I mean, is that
Yeah,
something
this
that
one's hard.
you would do?
You look really confident now, man.
This is the first time I've ever experienced something like this. Nobody has ever experienced something like this. How do you
Hold
get
on, hold
girls
hold
during
on,
this
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
coronavirus?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, because I want to make sure everybody on the topic. So the thing is, make sure we answer this question. What do you do because of the coronavirus and because of the whole social distancing, wearing a mask? How do I keep my game sharp during this time? That's really the question. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Is that correct?
exactly.
That's your asking, right, Mike?
Yep.
That's your
No,
asking.
that's not my question.
I
Yeah,
think
my
he was.
question was that's the other
That's
guy.
my question.
My question was my
Go ahead,
question is
Mike.
when you're running, like if I'm running in a park or I'm running on the sidewalk and there's a cute girl, walking or she's, standing with her dog, for me to just stop running, or maybe I could stop a few
Yeah.
yards before and then walk up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that seems creepy to me. If I'm running, I just stop and then start hollering at a girl. In my mind. I don't know.
It's crazy.
Just say hello.
It's crazy, man.
Just
While I'm jogging. See, I do that. I say hello to girls when I'm running, but then I'm running and then I'm running away.
well, that's true.
I'm not
But
able to talk to them.
if you're running away, you said I'm gonna give you what you just said. You said you can tell if in a few minutes if she's interested or not when you run, even if you're running away. Women gives, I hate to use this because people overemphasize this choosing signals, but you can tell when a woman is interested. And the first thing that I use is my eyes. She can tell me a million things with her eyes, whether she's interested or if she's not, simply by her eyes. If she smiles and feels like that,
Right.
I got her. Then you can go and shoot your shot. But if you got to pay attention, if her body sort of leans towards you, it's so many things that she does unconsciously. But if you keep doing it, you begin to become a master at picking up the signals that she's giving you. But you can't stop.
But guys, I'll be honest, guys. So I even get choosing signals from women during the day, and I don't do anything. Can you believe that? Like one day I was running through the park, and this really cute girl with a pet. I mean, she gave me the kind of look that I know where she was really interested, and I could have just stopped and just said hi, and I didn't, and it's like, damn. So
Hey,
that's
man,
stuff
like
like that.
I've had
Good
those
lesson.
all the time, man. You got to think about you only live once, man. You're gonna die. You're gonna regret every fucking decision.
Yep.
Every girl that you didn't say no, you're gonna regret it. And I've had the same thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could die tomorrow. Fucking, you don't want to, like, you got to really think about, like, we don't know our expiration date. We got to just go get everything that we want. Like time.
Think about how every interaction, how much it can change your life, man. Like every interaction, I've had interactions with executives, and they gave me a job, and I've been at that job for years. Think about how much it changes your life, man. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine, like you could probably have a family
LDA.
with this woman.
Yes,
Hey,
I'm
LDA,
here.
just one thing, man, because I really like some of your stuff, but man, I looked on your channel, man. I think you should do more. I don't know if you do a lot of stuff with like esoteric, like inner game, but like visualizations and like I don't know if people know, but when you do visualizations to music, it's real powerful. If you do some like listen to some really powerful music, and I'll do that at the gym sometimes. Like before the gym's closed, I would work out and I would visualize, stuff I wanted to happen while I'm listening to my headphones.
Why is that? I've never heard of that. I never heard of that. Why is that is more powerful with the music?
Because the emotions, the music from the emotions, you're adding emotion to the visualization.
I have a machine. I have a machine that does alpha waves. So you're going to sleep with alpha waves, right? Most people can do alpha waves with the sound. It's sound, right? It's the sound frequency. But I have these goggles that do light frequency as well. So it's hitting your lights, it's hitting the eyes, and it's also you're hearing it, and you're able to do meditation. You're able to meditate for 10 minutes, and it's about an hour's worth of meditation just by the flash. They're about $300, but you can do that. So if you want to do that, you can meditate in 10 minutes and get an hour's worth by getting these goggles that do these flashes that sync up with the audio of what you're hearing too.
So this is the thing. I'm glad you said that. I do have music that I have out there. I don't have out there. And what I may do is walk you through a meditation with the music. So it will take you to relax your body, then it will relax your mentally, then we'll go into the subconscious and begin to walk you through there. So I probably need to go ahead and sit down and just record it and put it out there, and probably put it on Spotify or something like that, or Apple or Google Play or something like that. And I'm going to create it, but I already have the music already set for that. But I think that would be good, because I think a lot of times we don't hear the esoteric side when it comes to the game, and I want to make sure I tie it in. Hey, this I am at my, what time is it at? It is 1:43 where I'm at. I am in Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Mike, for coming up. Freddie, Jose.
Yo, LDA, you're in Cleveland, right?
That's right.
Yo, I'm in Buffalo, bro. We're like we're right across the lake, bro.
Right across, like, ooh, we got to link up.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
I'm trying to move out over there. I'm trying to move over there, man. I'm in
where?
California. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
You in California?
You can buy mad property over here, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some land over there. What do you think, man? Like, $300,000? Because I had an ex who lived in Utah, and I would travel up and down California to Utah, Cedar. It's just like Las Vegas drive, basically. And man, the houses that you would get in Utah, brand new houses, $300,000, you would get a mansion. Here, $300,000 won't get you anything. You get nothing.
Bro, you can buy a 6-unit.
And now that the whole coronavirus started, now businesses have realized that people can work remotely. Right? You know what I'm saying? So they've given more emphasis. So after this whole coronavirus, even now we can figure out that that we can work at home now. You know what I mean? A lot of businesses have realized that a lot of people can work at home, and that's giving me the drive to realize that maybe I should move out to somewhere like over there. You know what I mean? Like Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to go, because I can actually purchase land here. You know what I mean? Like here, it's nothing. Like you need to be a millionaire to actually own some land. It's crazy. So I've been looking.
So it's opportunities. So you know what you need affirmations. I'm gonna take my mask off now. You know what affirmations you need to do to make this happen. I want to thank everybody for coming up. Mike, Freddie, Jose, man, you guys made this live what it is. I'm trying to look for some music now. Now that you guys said it, man, y'all really thank you for the questions. Anytime I have a live, y'all welcome to come up. This was really good. This was, as other guys would say, this was epic. This was good. So thank you so much. I hope we helped you out. Freddie, thanks for coming in. Jose, thank you for chiming in.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thanks everyone, bro.
It was good.
I appreciate you guys. Man, this is a good chop up. I got to find a song and sort of match up with it, because I do all my music, so I don't get flagged by Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube. So thank you.
When are you gonna be back? When are you gonna be back?
I'm back Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 11:10. That gives me enough time to get home from work and get undressed, shower and everything, get before the camera. Then back on Thursday at 11 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Let me say that, Eastern Standard Time, New York time, and I'm back at doing it again. I don't know what I I don't know what I'm gonna talk about next week. This might be, maybe we need to do a part 2, the inner game, outer game, part 2. Good job.
That'd be great, man. That'd be good.
So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to jump off. No, I'm not about to jump. I'm about to play this music. I got to find my music I want to play with this because this was pretty good. I'm looking into a folder.
All right, thanks, everyone. Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
They're great.
All right. Thank you. Excellent chop up. Time to end it. Thank you so much. Music's about to play. I'm about to, I'm about to go back to, I don't know where the other chat went. Oh no. There we go. Good chop up. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Matter of fact, I think I want to play something else. I want to play something else. Let me see if I can get it to play. I'm getting it. It's loading up now. See if I can get it to play. 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 I want to play this song. I like this song a lot. I like it a lot. I feel like, you know, I've liked this song a lot. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not the song I want to play. Let's cut this off because I want to play this song. That's not it. We want to play this song. These guys came up and they definitely came with the heat. Good questions, good chop up. Where is it? Where is the song? Where is the song? I should have had it queued up, but I definitely want to play this one song because I like it a lot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Here we go. We're going to play this song. We got 17 people. If you have not good game as usual, much respect. I appreciate you guys. Play with this song plays.